What's up, Victoria? It's me, Victoria, and I was looking at all of the eyeshadow palettes in my drawer. Oh, and that's how I feel about it. So I want to play with one of the new to me eyeshadow palettes that has just been sitting in my drawer. In fact, I skipped over a whole launch from this brand, and anyway, we're just gonna get into it. We're just playing with new makeup. Hi, are you new here? My name is Tom, and I like to focus my channel on loving my makeup collection as it currently is before deciding to make a new purchase. So in this video, I'm gonna be like featuring some makeup that is new to me, whether or not I bought it. Some of it is like PR from other creators that they didn't want, and I'm just like curious to try it, but like that's kind of it. I have a gift from a friend that I'm still figuring my thoughts out on. Anyway, so if you want to see content like this, high quality, beautiful content, please subscribe. I'm on Patreon and I have channel memberships. You can find those linked in my description box if that's your thing. If not, no worries. I'm just so happy that you are here. I will have a pinned comment down below. There will be links in the comment to support causes that need your attention and perhaps your financial help. If you have additional funds right now, please consider donating them to one of those causes. This is the Crystallize palette from Bellabeautebar. It's not a collab. This looks a little bit up my alley. A couple times a year, Bellabeautebar, I feel like Kristen's just like, if Tom made a palette, would it look like this? Now, this is definitely like a little bit lighter than my usual thing, but the saturated tones are kind of what are speaking to me. Although I would say like Nupor's palette also kind of like satisfies like this. Not exactly the same. Hers is a little more grungier than this, but like vibes. You don't have to say you love me. I've been really like drawn to these like neon purple shimmer shades recently. I don't really know that's what I want to do because I like the shimmers in here are very compelling. Look at them. Like, especially this one down here. It has a lot going on. It's a little bit green though, so, but you see how it's like kind of like just doing a couple of different things. It looks really green to me, but then I look at camera, it looks like more purple. I'm gonna swatch only the shimmers. This is the shade, this is the shade Moonstone. Yeah, you're definitely not going to be able to see all the shifts, but it shifts to like a pinky purple, but there's so much lighting that you really can't see it. But maybe when we get closer and we'll do sparkle cam if I use that shade. But the real Sunstone is the one that's kind of like really calling to me. Like it looks blue on camera. That's a really cool shade. It's just like orange. I don't know. It's like only catching the blue on camera. It's a multi-chrome more than it is sparkly, but it has some shimmer in it. That's what we should be. Ooh. Okay, right now Moonstone's winning for shimmer. Goodness, we're just having a little swatch party. This is Opalite. I understand it existed before the Taylor Swift song, but ooh, it's pretty though. Look at it. You know, I think opal's my birthstone. I don't know what opalite is though. I was very into opal when I was a kid because it felt like a very special birthstone. Look at how it's like focusing on my fingers. It like doesn't know what to do. You're getting the green, I'm getting the purple. Here's what's happening. You're sometimes getting the color that I want it to be in the camera lens. And then sometimes, like this is flashing that green, but like I prefer the purple that it's kind of flashing. These are, I feel like, does Bellabeautebar, I'm just like racking my brain. I feel like they don't really do a ton of multi-chromes. Is this like new? I mean, I think they've done them before, but like there's a lot of shifty multi-chromes here. Okay, next we have Ice Quartz, which I think can be also a contender for the face. Look at that. It's not really looking like much of anything, is it? Yeah, that one's a little more sheer. I'm not feeling Ice Quartz as much. This is gonna be Amazon Night. So what I'm noticing, everything is kind of like slick and it has a little bit of like a green blue shift to it. Like all of them do, whether or not it's the most prevalent thing in the color. And this is a little more dispersed, but much more similar to the formula of the Ice Quartz I just swatched. It's like much sheerer, but I wouldn't say it's like super sparkly. It just kind of is like invisible until the light hits it in such a way. Hematite? Hematite. I gotta go. Getting out of here. Ooh. I don't really know how I feel about it. It's a holochrome, but it's also a multichrome. I think it looks really pretty on camera. I don't love the effect IRL so much, but it looks great with the lighting. And here come the last two, the two I'm most excited about. Violet Agate. We learned agate in Critical Sass, if you remember, thanks to Singe. Ooh. Ooh. I like it. I like it. Wow, it looks blue on camera. Wow. I don't like the color it's reflecting. Well, it's blue. It's pretty. It's pretty. It looks pink to me, IRL, which means it's just like I can't see the shift in the screen. Very beautiful. Well, I guess this must mean that this last one's I'm guessing this is a multi-chrome. Like most of them have been. Ooh, she's chunky. Lapis lazuli. Is that Italian? Most like Latin names for science things. They're Latin, right? Which I guess is not Italian. Look at those finger swatches. Ooh. Ooh. This, compelling. This, gorge. Less compelling to me, though. It's not even, it's like very sheer. Ugh, it's pretty, though. Gird your loins. I think I want to do a smoky eye. Guys, I've been listening to a lot of Dusty Springfield this week. And I don't know all of the words to a lot of her songs, but like, you know, there's like just that era of music where like everyone sang the same song. So I don't know if You Don't Have to Say You Love Me is like her song, but it's been my jam. As well as Son of a Preacher Man. But I think Son of a Preacher Man is a Bobby Gentry song. Like I think Bobby Gentry wrote it. If you're not familiar with Bobby Gentry, get into Bobby Gentry. I'm listening to this like that kind of like old music right now. And it's like, that's something that like my mom like would have been like, my mom would have been a kid when that kind of music was coming out. And it's like the dichotomy of like someone's childhood music in the 60s and my childhood of like the 90s and 2000s. It's very interesting because it's like, I got Britney Spears, which is great. It's great, but it's just like the vibe is so different, right? Not that there wasn't like real music or like, you know, rock or soft adult contemporary music being made at the time. It's just like, it wasn't the most popular version of music. Okay, I didn't zoom you like all the way in like I normally do, but like you still have my face in. Oh, I'll link the lamp in the back. We'll zoom out. When we zoom back out, take a look at the lamp. I'll link it in the description box. First, I'm going to start with Pyrite, which is that one right there, and I'm going to use it as a transition shade. Guys, I can't talk about the brushes. Like, I truly can't. It's been, like, way too long, and just time keeps slipping. Remember that song? I think it's a song of my childhood, but maybe it's older. There was also this weird thing, guys, we're talking about music right now. Do you guys remember, like, if you were around in the 90s and the early aughts, we, like, all knew the same songs because there was, like, such monoculture, but now I feel like it's just not like that anymore. But it's just like you listen to the radio and everyone knew all the songs on the radio. A song could be on the radio for like a decade just consistently. If you would have asked me like when Loveful by the Cardigans came out, I would have been like anywhere from 1992 to 2000 that song could have come out. Like it was just on the radio all the time. Especially like adult contemporary stuff, it's like really even harder to pin down like when they came out. Like Celine Dion songs like from the 90s, it's like I don't know, when did they come out? Anytime in the 90s. So someone was like, you have a Cher candle. It's not Cher, it's actually Charlie XCX. But that's okay. She has like this big poofy hairstyle that kind of gives Cher. Or maybe someone thought it was Amy Winehouse. Never mind. I think someone thought it was Amy Winehouse. It's not Amy Winehouse, it's Charlie XCX. And Sean DePaul. When woman, the way that time's cold, I wanna be keeping you warm. I've got the right temperature for shelter you from the storm. And girl, I wanna be the papa, you can be the mom. Oh. It's kind of showing up a little purple on me, like a little bit. But it's like also barely there. But it's also an interesting color. Like it's not pastel, but it's also not like, to me in the pan, it kind of just looks like a rose nude. But like on the eye, and while it's like not, you know, the most interesting eyeshadow I've ever put on, it is interesting how it's reading on the eye. But it's also very soft. So if you can't see it, I would also understand. But it's like faintly there. I'm still getting used to doing my makeup in the new setup. I did some like more like talking head style videos that I filmed over the weekend, and like that felt much more comfortable to do in this lighting because it was like it doesn't matter as much. But I will say, even just holding up it looked like the colors more correct than I think it would have in my old lighting setup. So there is something to be said for that. Okay, let's move on to a different color because I'm stalling. I'm gonna go into, hold on, let me pick up the palette so I can show you and read it. I'm gonna go into Amethyst, which is a matte purple. I don't know if it'll be like dark enough for a crease color. It's kind of like, or maybe I'll go into Picture Jasper. This looks more like the darker version of what I just put on. Oh yeah, that's exactly what I wanted that to be. It just took me a second to look at the palette and realize what I wanted. I mean, I really just like these two colors together. How boring. I don't really like normally care for just like a matte look. It's really hitting for me. I like those colors. I like this palette so far. But those blended really well. They are quite fair. So I'm gonna try to remember to link to some content creators who I think I think both Newport and Smitha have done videos on this, and they have medium complexions. I don't know if they would have a propensity to maybe turn ashy on some skin tones. So I'm going to refer you to people who have different skin tones than me. But as someone who's white as paper, beautiful blend, but like, you know, it's really kind of barely there too, in a way that I like. Not negative, but feeling very angelic in this look. Okay, I do want to deepen it out though. I'm going to use the Singe E11 brush to do like a little bit of a smudgy thing with the shade Obsidian, the darkest shade of the palette. Do I need to get blue eyeliner? It does need to be packed on, which is not always my like preferred application style, but if you want that like true inky blue, it just kind of needs to be like tapped on more specifically instead of just like immediately blended, which is fine, I guess, for like these darker colors, but isn't my usual preference. The camera being at a higher angle is quite helpful, and I didn't think it would be. I can hold mirrors directly in front of my face and they're not hiding it. Okay, what I'm gonna do is get some micellar water and tidy this up a little bit. That's my one true desire right now. I recommend, if you are gonna use any of Bellabeautebar's eyeshadow palettes, if you're gonna really go ham with them, I do recommend you do your eyes first, like I am today. It's just to help you help yourself. Also, if you do your eye makeup first and you want to do a wing, you can clean it up. Do I need blue eyeliner? Do I need to hit up Victoria Beckham? I'm going to put Ash from Victoria Beckham in my waterline and tightline with it before we put on a shimmer. I think I do want to put Violet Agate. Not the purple one I initially wanted, but this one in the center. Okay, I do want to do a little something in the inner corner. I'm going to go in with this one. I can't read these shade names. Whatever, Opalite. No, it's not. It's Moonstone. Gorgeous. I'm going to clean up some fallout. And I'm also going to put on mascara. Just the Surratt Releve mascara, nothing new there. Okay, let's move on to complexion. For primer, I'm going to use this today. This is the VIEVE Supernova primer. I've said this before in a couple other videos during Messmas where I'm really having trouble figuring out the reason for this, I guess. It's just, to me, so similar to the original Skin Nova primer. It doesn't feel any more hydrating to me, but I like it. I really do like it. I used to have the Bobbi Brown Vitamin Enriched Face Base, and that also has a strong scent, but this is like, I think, the thing that is most similar that I've tried, other than the other Skin Nova, but it looks good. It is such a good primer. I've worn it many times, like this version of it. I don't think it makes my skin look more oily, but maybe this is something that would change in the summertime because it's winter right now where I live. I'm drier than I usually am, so maybe in the summertime this might be a little bit too much for me, but maybe it's not registering as too much for me right now here in the winter. I want to play with this again. I haven't worn this a ton. This is the Sublimage Le Correcteur Yeux from Chanel, and I have the shade 2. And this was a gift from my friend Cam. Her channel is Clove Room, if you want to check out what she's doing over there. Check her out on Instagram. She posts there a little bit more. My feelings on this so far is I really like it. I don't know, like, if I'd buy it, though. Like, I guess that's kind of how I'm feeling about it. It's like, what a beautiful gift to have received. I don't know that, yeah, it's like when I'm thinking about it, it's like, would I buy it? I don't know. I don't know. I guess I really like it, but it hasn't like blown me away like the Victoria Beckham one has. And I'm just going to put this under my eyes. Ooh, the little goes such a long way with this. I need to remember to try wearing it as a foundation all over the face, because I think that would look really beautiful. Looks stunning. Looks amazing. Looks great. It should, for how much it costs, too. I always just feel like I'm overusing it. If I get to a point with this product that I feel comfortable putting my brush in, like where I'm like, I'm going to keep it, I'm intending on using it all the way up, I just feel like I pulled out the tiniest bit and I didn't even use all of it. I mean, I could put it on, I guess I could put it on more of my face. I'm saying this as if I don't have more face. Hair, body, face. Oh, one thing I will say, I don't like this on my nose, so I'll just put it on my forehead. Guys, the blue eyeliner look is really doing it for me. Maybe I'm colorful girl. Ugh, colorful girl again. Something I wanted to do for Messmas, but now kind of feels passe. I feel like it's something I see more on Instagram and TikTok. But Zara Larsson, pop singer, Swedish pop singer Zara Larsson, is on tour, and her makeup artist, I think her name is Sophia, and I don't really know how to pronounce her last name, has been doing really wonderful, colorful, very beautiful looks. I thought for a fun Messmas idea, it would be like fun to like recreate one of those looks, but it seems like a lot of people have already done that. So is that passe? Should I do it? You can let me know. We're not that close to the end of Messmas. We're about halfway-ish through whenever you see this. Okay, next up, let's talk about a complexion product from NARS. This is something I took from her declutter bin. I haven't tried a NARS complexion product in a long time. I've tried their concealer many times. We got it a lot when I was at Sephora in Gratis. I don't know if that was like the NARS rep really liked us or what. This is in the shade Yulong, L1.5. I wasn't really sure. Hannah had 2 shades available. This one looked more right, but it could be totally wrong. It also looks a little olive. Looks a little bit. Not, I mean, like not entirely, but I'm not sure how the brand describes the shade. Do I need to shake it? Shake well. Sometimes you shake it well, and it's still the same consistency that it was beforehand. I'm going to put it on the right side of my face. I don't think this is the one that I really, like, wanted to try from NARS. But maybe it is. The NARS, what is this called? Light Reflecting. Maybe it is the one I wanted to try. Was it the one I talked about in the HAUTEMESSTOM machine last time? Yeah, that's nice. That's very nice. No complaints really from me. I get why people really like this. It's reflecting light. It's doing that thing that I really like when a complexion product does it and kind of blurs with the light reflection. It doesn't feel silicone-y. I don't know if there are or are not silicones in it, but like it's blurring, especially like it's looking really good in my monitor. It's looking really great in real life too. I'm gonna put this on. This is Cantor from Hannah's collab with Salt New York. This wasn't like technically PR, but Hannah gave it to me when I visited her. And I haven't tried this one on camera yet. So let's put it on. Someone did comment on another video where I was featuring one of these. I think that they apply the best with your fingers. Like, you can apply them with brush, you can, well, I don't apply anything with a sponge. Let me not lie. I feel like you could apply it with a sponge. You would just get a much lighter application. The finger really, I feel like, gives you like the truest form of the color. I think a little bit more of a pigment load. These are really sheer products. Like, this is one of the blushes for the deep complexion palette, and it's like wearing very well on me. But like the whole point of these were to be kind of like really easy kind of things that you can just like tap on and go. The really sheer ones that are really light, I could just put them on my face, and like if I like messed up applying them, no one would ever know. So something I have learned with the bright lights that I'm sitting in front of and wearing makeup not in front of them is that I'm wearing a lot more makeup. But then whenever I turn off the lights, it's like I'm wearing a lot more makeup than I thought I was. I'm gonna powder my face with the Wet n Wild powder and the Givenchy powder, and we will move along. I think I'm gonna put a little more blue on the lower lash line. I'm feeling it. I'm so into this blue. Ugh. I need to see if Victoria Beckham makes a blue eyeliner, because I will. I think I need to. Do we like it? Guys, I saw that they were gonna revive and relaunch Pushing Daisies on the internet today. And if you don't know what Pushing Daisies was, makes sense. I think there was only 2 seasons of it when it originally aired. It starred Lee Pace, who is like a certified like hunk now. And I'm just trying to imagine him being the pie maker again as a little nerd. Like, how is Lee Pace nerd? Lee Pace early aughts. Lee Pace now. Very different Lee Pace. I mean, beyond the fact that like he aged, that's not even the problem, because he aged like a fine wine, babe. So good. He looks so good. I think he has a husband. Where the hell's my husband? Where the hell's my husband? I want the diamond ring, diamond chain, diamond ring. You guys familiar with Ray? She sounds just like that. I'm not gonna do that on camera. I need to go through my brushes. I'm gonna use the dark Dreamscape highlighter from Bellabeautebar, and I'm gonna put a lot of it on. That's my fantasy. Okay, I'm also gonna take a fan brush. Like, I really want a highlighter, babe. I'm feeling so pussiana. Like, you have no idea right now. I'm feeling it. I'm really feeling it. I'm gonna spray my face before we move on to lips. This is what Potato Cam looks like now. What happened was Tiff got home when I was filming this video, so I didn't get to finish it. A deer hit Tiff's car on their way home with the child, and they needed me to take care of the child while they were taking care of the car stuff. Luckily, they made it all the way home, but Tiff's car needs some work done to it. And yeah, so I was just like helping with dinner and stuff. So I never came back to finish the video, because then we just needed to all like defragment together and just, you know, calm down. But everyone's okay. Everything's all good. The chaos of mess. This is just kind of something that can happen. So I'm sorry I didn't really kind of get a better look at it or get to do sparkle cam or anything like that. I did want to do those things, but then, you know, just the night didn't work out the way I thought it was going to, or I think anyone thought it was going to. So I hope you enjoyed today's video. Make sure you check out that pinned comment down below. Again, I'm on Patreon, and channel memberships are available if you want to do that. No worries if not. And I think that's going to be it for this video, because there's just simply no more footage. Remember to follow your haute, and you'll find me. And I'll see you in a video very soon. Go forth. Tits out.